Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. Good to see everyone. Miss Justice, how you doing, sweetie? Number one. Much love and prayers, PG. Amen. God bless. Number two, Vic, you're number two. Jesus, number three. No, you're number two, hon. Number three. All right, justice for you. Prayers, Mama PG and family. Much love. Much love to you guys. And number four, Linda says, hey, PG. Hey, hey, hey to you, girl. Good to see you guys. I'll be missing you guys. I'm not in here. I'm not in here that much anymore. So I'll be missing everybody. Hey, Deborah, good to see you, hon. Good to see you. Prayers for Summer Moon, Utah Wells, Brothers and Rose. Praying for all the missing innocent babies and people. Prayers for Dane's family. And thank you, PG, for all you do. Much love. Yeah, they found the little feller. They found him today. And he is no longer with us. And also, we had a little 8-month-old baby the 1st of March that also is no longer with us. The parents turned themselves in. They were on the run for a while, but they turned themselves in. So that's 2 little babies just this month, you guys. So, and probably a whole lot more. Those are 2 we know about, but there's probably a whole lot more. Too many children paying the price. They're paying the price for the child neglect, abuse. I mean, I don't know how other people feel in Dane's case, but I feel it was child neglect. I mean, you don't take your eyes off of a 2-year-old. You don't take your eyes off of a 2-year-old for even 5 seconds, right? You just don't do it, especially outside. You don't take your eyes off of a child. Not even 2 seconds, especially outside. But in my opinion, it's neglect. That's just my opinion, that's what I think, and nothing's going to change that. Hey, Australia, how you doing, girl? God bless. And Vic, good to see you. Robin, I see you, girl. There you are. Hey, Peachy in chat. Hey, Nay, spread love. There's Lori. Karen, how you doing, Patty? Loving life. I heard that, girl. I heard that. Amen. I appreciate that, Australia. I really do. Absolutely. Hit the thumbs up button. It does help the channel. It helps to keep these children out here. And Jenny, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you in here. Okay. I just wanted to come in tonight. I wanted to share some information upon Summer's case. It got kind of wild. I got kind of wild the other night, right? Last time we was in here, we got a lot of outside visitors. Some we didn't mind, some we didn't want. I know of one that got booted, and it went how it went, right? But I wanted to come in tonight to talk about Summer and talk about the fact that, it's looking more and more and more like law enforcement's right. I believe law enforcement felt that Summer, was being shuffled, moved. And I believe that too. I'm starting to believe that as well, that she was being shuffled and moved around. Absolutely. Um, I've been doing I've been doing a lot of talking to a lot of people behind the scenes. Even Fred Hill, he has been very cooperative. Seems to be him or Ziggy one. It's either him or Ziggy one. I don't know which one of them's talking, but you know, they're putting out some information. I've been trying, to reach out. I'm talking to a lot of the people, you know, um, some of the names that's coming my way. I'm reaching out. I'm behind the scenes talking with people about these. Did did you witness this? Did you witness that? I have a lot more than I'm bringing tonight. Um, I have a lot more information that I'm bringing, but I can't bring it all tonight. I can't bring it all tonight because um, there's just reasons why I can't. You guys, I know you guys trust. I know you guys trust in PG. I know what I'm doing. So but I will be bringing it. I will be bringing what I'm not bringing right now. As soon as I get all the information, because I won't bring stuff to you that I have not completed the research on. I won't do it. So, but there's a lot more. There's a lot more going on than you guys know right now. But anyway, I'm going to get to it tonight. And we're going to put little Dane first tonight. We're going to put him first tonight because God bless him. God bless the little fella, right? He was a beautiful 2-year-old little boy. Beautiful. He did not deserve the way he went out of this world. He should have very much been in this world. Someone should have been watching him. Someone should have been watching that little boy. You do not. I don't know what kind of world this has become. I mean, parents, once upon a time, parents cared a whole lot more about their children than they seem to care today. In today's world, I don't know what the hell's going on, you guys. I don't know what's going on. But these babies are getting neglected. They're getting abused. They're getting destroyed. And there's no reasons for it. I mean, this is senseless. Absolutely senseless.
Oregon toddler Dane Paulson's body recovered from Siletz River after 10-day search. Dane Paulson, who has been missing since March 1st, was found dead in the Siletz River, according to the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. After an extensive 10-day search, Dane's body was found Tuesday shortly after 11 a.m. in the Siletz River, approximately 3 miles downstream from the family's property. He was found by diver Juan Heredia, who is with Angel's Recovery Dive Team. He offered his services to Dane's family after hearing about the story, driving up from Stockton, California to help out with the search effort. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office is working in partnership with the Lincoln County Medical Examiner's Office. As is standard with ongoing investigations, additional details are not available at this time, a statement said. "There's no words for it, he's a baby and it's so hard," Heredia said. "Our thoughts are with the family, who are facing an unbearable sorrow," said Sheriff Adam Shanks in a statement. "We are deeply grateful for the support and dedication shown by the search teams and our communities throughout this difficult time, though we wish it was under different circumstances. We understand that this news is incredibly painful, especially for Dane's family and those who knew him. Dane's family has been notified. Out of respect for the family's privacy during this profoundly difficult time, we ask the public and media to respect their need for space and time to grieve." Timeline of Dane's disappearance. 2-year-old Dane Paulson went missing on March 1, 2025. He was last seen playing in his house's yard. Based on the information available at this time, the only information our investigators have is a vehicle of interest seen in the area prior to the child's disappearance. However, there is no link showing this vehicle is directly involved in the disappearance of Dane Paulson, said Sheriff Shanks on March 2 in answer to an inquiry regarding why an Amber Alert has not been issued so far. "We're just going shoulder to shoulder and covering areas in that way. Same spots we covered yesterday, but more thoroughly," Jeff Lawrence with the Area Elks Lodge said of the search on March 3. The Lincoln County Major Crime Team and the FBI were assisting with investigative leads, although there was no evidence to suggest criminal actions are involved. Resources for the family were being provided by the FBI's Victim Services Division. Emergency responders launched boats to look along the Siletz River Sunday morning, and dive crews started searching March 3. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office last held a press conference on the search on March 4, saying they were highlighting the Siletz River for their search efforts. So far, the evidence available indicates Dane was at the river's edge before his disappearance. Because of this, we will be focusing the majority of our ongoing resources on searching the Siletz River, said Sergeant Jason Spano with the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office said in that press conference. Though the land within the search area has been thoroughly combed, we cannot guarantee the areas are clear. Even with specialized equipment and search K9s, it is possible to miss a small child that may be hidden by thick brush or other visual impairments, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office said in a news release on March 5. The water temperature was reported to be 44 to 46 degrees, according to the spokesperson. Hundreds of community volunteers helped search. The search consisted of drones equipped with cameras, thermal imaging, tracking canines, watercraft, and human behavior tracking resources. The search operations also included methodical boat searches over long stretches of the river, with one boat covering approximately 14 miles of the river on March 7.
That was the updates over the time period they was looking for him and the update of today when he was actually found and found unalived, which is really, really sad. This is some of the pictures that, shows how hard they worked to find this child. So many people gathered together, law enforcement, neighbors, people came out of, as you heard, California, and to pitch in, and they got the job done. And I truly believe that, if people work together, they can get things done. I just find it suspicious that Ronnie Lawson didn't want to let outsiders come in and have that Finding Summer. That just was really strange to me. It's so heartbreaking. Absolutely it is. It is definitely heartbreaking, right? It's the most horrible thing. The most horrible thing. Yes. It's sad. It's sad. God bless the little guy. God bless him. But he's in a much better place, right? A much better place. I mean, it don't sound like, it don't sound like he was being very good taken care of. It doesn't sound like, it didn't sound like someone was taking really good care of this little kid. It sounds like, he was being neglected, left outside all by himself, and it just sounds like nobody cared enough to, you know, obviously he didn't have a really good angel on earth to watch over him. So I guess God must have took him back into heaven where, people will. And that's just how it is. That's how it is. Yeah, exactly, Tiger Mom. But it's 9 times out of 10 it's recovery. 9 times out of 10. Because these kids are, they're with people who really don't know what they got. They don't know how important their children are to them. They don't know how important, they might find out later in life, but, it seems like at the time, that they had, every opportunity to actually love and care about their child and watch over it like the angel that God, meant for you to do with your children. They decided, I want me time. I want this. I want that. I don't care. And this is what happens to a lot of children, that are neglected like that. They fall, they fall victim to tragedy, if not victims to, the abuse within their own surroundings, which I think, that's Summer's case. That's Summer's case. This particular child, we don't know. They haven't did the autopsy yet. We don't know exactly, what all happened, what it is. But we do know that, there's going to be an autopsy, and they'll update us, I'm sure, on, exactly what the cause was. And but no matter what, the cause was neglect, right? It was neglect because, like I said, who leaves a 2-year-old child outside unattended? Well, who the fuck does that? Who does it? You don't care no more about your child and leave it outside unattended? I mean, you got people who abduct children. You got, animals, stray dogs and wild animals that can attack the child, right? You got possums, you got big rats, you got all kinds of, all kinds of things. You got snakes. I mean, you got all kinds of stuff that can attack the child. The child could, like this child, it could be gone gone and you don't know where it went. You don't ever leave your child unattended. You just do not leave it unattended. If you go out, once you go outside your door at your home, once you go outside your door, and you need to keep an eye on your children inside your home. But once you go outside your home, you really better be keeping an eye on your child. And I don't understand it. I see people worry about their pocketbook, right? They put their pocketbook in the grocery cart and they wrap the hand, they take their hand and put the straps over the cart so that they have a hold of their pocketbook and the cart at the same time, right? So because they're afraid somebody's going to take their pocketbook, but then they got their kids running around and they're not even watching them. The kids behind them, the kids over in another aisle away from them, the kids way up in front of them. I mean, they don't want to watch their kid. They'll watch their pocketbook, but they don't want to watch their child. I got news. You can replace everything. That pocketbook is replaceable. Everything in it is replaceable. Your child's not. Your child is not replaceable. Just saying. And don't you think you need to watch what isn't replaceable and forget about what is? That's what I'm talking about. Don't make no sense to me. I don't know, if people if a human don't have time to allocate to their child or to a loved one that they're supposed to be caring for, or even an animal, if you don't have the time to allocate to it, you really don't want to be taking the time to allocate to it, then don't have it, right? Don't sign up for it. If you ain't got time to allocate to a child, well, adopt a child out so you can have all that time for yourself. If you don't have time to allocate towards your loved one that you promised to take care of, then don't allocate yourself at all. If you find, that you thought you could do it, but you can't, then, give it up. Say, hey, someone else needs to step in. Someone else needs to do this. I can't. Nobody, people's going to look at you a lot worse when something happens to this child, or something happens to this loved one, or something happens to your pet. They're going to look at you a lot worse than if you would have just been honest and said, hey, I can't do this. Somebody else needs to be doing it. I'm just saying. People need to stop making it about them and start making it about the child, right? Stop thinking about, oh, I'm the parent and nobody's going to be having my kid. I don't really want it and I don't want to take care of it and I need me time and I want to leave it everywhere and anywhere, but it's my child and I'm not giving up my child. Stop being greedy and selfish and thinking about, ownership of something, and start thinking about the child that's not being watched. Start thinking about the child that, is being subject to pure evilness by you not taking good care of it. Think about it instead of yourself, right? If you can't do something, if you've got a substance abuse habit and your substance abuse habit is more important to you than watching your children, then you really need to speak up and let someone else take the children and raise the children so you can do what you want to do. That's what I'm saying. If you're just lazy and you just don't really want, kids in your life, speak up. Don't allow the children to be neglected, abused, and possibly, no longer here because you want to be selfish and greedy and holler, it's my child. Yeah, it is your child. So why ain't you doing the best for it? Why ain't you doing what's righteous for it? I mean, this little Dean, that mother would have been best off letting someone else raise Dean, because now nobody's raising him. Nobody's raising him. He's no longer here to raise. He's not even here. He's gone. She don't have a child anymore. At least she would have had a child if she'd have gave it to somebody else to raise. She'd have still had a child. She could have still went back years from now and seen her child. But she don't have a child anymore, and neither does anyone else. I wish people would think smarter, right? I wish they would think smarter, and I wish they would think more about the child instead of their self. People want to keep children for very selfish and reasons, very evil reasons, that's not a reason to keep a child. That what's unfair to the parent? What's unfair to the parent? That's unfair to the parent. What's unfair to the parent? Denny says that is unfair to the parents. What do you mean? I don't think it's unfair. I don't think it's unfair to parents who, have substance abuse problems and they can't take care of the kid, but they still keep it and put it through hell. I think it's unfair to that child. I don't think it's unfair to the parent when parents want me time all the time, and instead of watching their child and taking care of their child and caring about their child. I don't think that's unfair to the parent. Saying that they should have given him away for someone else. Yes, they should have, Denny. He's gone. He's unalive because of their neglect. They let a 2-year-old child outside unattended, and he's no longer with us. What's unfair? I'll tell you what's unfair. It's unfair that this little boy didn't get to live his life. That's what I'm saying. You're thinking of the parents. You're thinking of the parents. I'm thinking of the child. I'm thinking of little Dane. I don't care about the parents. I do not care about the parents because the parents were neglectful. They let a 2-year-old child be outside unattended. And who does that? Put a 1 in the chat if you think it is neglectful to allow a 2-year-old child to be unattended outside long enough to get away and drowned in a river. Put a 1 in the chat. Because I think it is. I'd be the first one to tell you it is. I'm a logical thinker. I'm a logical thinker. I don't care if they're on drugs or they're not on drugs. It doesn't matter if you're on drugs or not. If you're too damn lazy to watch your child and keep your child close to you when they're that young, you are neglectful. And you had no business having that child. You had no business having a child if you cannot watch it, if you cannot watch over it. Just saying. That's my opinion. I'll keep it. Hey, Scars, I appreciate that. Became a YouTube member. All right. God bless. I'm not out here to get popular. For real, you guys. I am not out here to get popular. I mean, I could be popular. I could come out and be like, hey, how's everybody doing? And I could tell, a whole bunch of BS. Make everybody happy. Oh, I could come out and say, oh, I feel so sorry for these parents. They just lost their 2-year-old little boy. This is so... I could do that. And I could, I could say all the good shit. And I could be popular out here. But I'm not going to. Because I'm not out here to get popular. I'm out here to tell the truth. I'm out here to help these children. I'm out here to try to educate people, right? I'm out here to try to educate humans. I mean, this mother is not ever going to be looked at. This mother isn't ever going to be looked at righteously again. I mean, she let a 2-year-old child be unattended long enough to get in that water and no longer be with us. I mean, that's neglect, and everybody knows it. And everybody that looks at her is going to discuss them that she was too lazy and neglectful to take care of her child. Right? That's just the way it is. You know, if she'd have gave the baby up, gave the baby to someone else to take care of, and this wouldn't have happened, well, she would have still been a great mom, huh? She'd have still been a great mom that cared about her kid. Hey, even if she ain't got her kid, at least she's got somebody taking care of it that can. At least she is admitting that she's not ready for it. And when she is, you know, when she is, she'll be able to, reunite with her child. There's always family and stuff that will take care of your child until you're ready to pick up and take care of it yourself. What I'm saying is do the right thing for the child, and everyone will love you. Everyone will love you. When you do the wrong damn thing, well, when you do the wrong thing, you're just going to, you're going to be looked at like what you are, a neglectful human being that didn't care. This baby is no longer with us. I don't care about the parents. What I care about is Dane. And he's now in heaven. He's now up there, with God and Jesus Christ and the angels, and he's gone off this earth. He had every right to be on this earth. He had every right to have a mother who would have watched over him 24/7 and made sure that he was okay. A mother that wouldn't, let him be outside unattended, especially in that area, that close to water, knowing the baby can't swim. I wouldn't have let him that close to water even if he could swim. It was way too cold. It was way too cold. And what was the child doing outside? Because it's pretty cold. If the water was only like 40 degrees, then it was really too cold outside for that baby to be out there playing. It should have been in the house where it was warm. They should have a playroom inside the house where the child could play, right? I'm just saying, out here, we as adults, we being adults out here, a lot of us, being adults, we want to think, we want to think how we feel, right? How we feel. What I'm saying is, as parents, we want to, a lot of people want to think, I wouldn't want nobody taking my child. Well, I'm going to tell you, if I can't take care of my kids, I want someone else to take them. If I cannot take care of them, if I cannot get up and physically do everything that needs to be done, watching over my children, making breakfast, lunch, dinner, making sure they're, if I'm at work, that, they're safe with someone that I can trust to watch over them. If I cannot take, time at my lunch break to freaking call, check on my children, if I cannot take time to come home and, right after work, not stop at the beauty parlor, not stop at the nail shop, not stop at the store, but come straight home. And if I need to go to the store, then take my children to the store with me. If I need to go out and get something to eat, take my kids out to get something to eat. It gives you time to ask them how the day went. It gives them time to ask them, about the caretaker who has been watching over them and how they're being treated. If you ain't got time to really spend with your children, to really watch over them, to really do what it takes to raise them, then personally myself, I would want someone else to do it. And I would admit, if I wanted me time all the time, me time, if I wanted me time all the time, then I would ask someone else. I would say, hey, I ain't got time for all of this. Somebody needs to take them. If now my family don't want them, then, somebody else needs to take them. Because, I'm just too lazy. I just, want to do what I want to do. I'm too selfish. I'm too lazy. I'm just not, parent material. Some people just ain't parent material. Some people ain't. Some people can't take care of pets. Some people don't like pets enough to take care of them. Right? Some people don't want dogs and cats. Some people, some people don't want kids. Some people, and I respect that. I'd rather someone tell me, hey, I don't want no pets than to say, hey, give me one and then not take care of it. I'd rather people say, hey, I don't want no kids than to say, hey, give me one and let me not take care of it. That's what I'm talking about. But when you're adults, you're thinking, you're putting yourself in the place of those parents. And you're thinking, you're feeling remorse and sorry for them. I'm not. I'm not putting myself in the place of them parents because I work hard to take care of my kids, always have and always will. I'm not going to put myself in that place because, see, I work really hard at taking care of my children, always have. And I know that you can do it. I know you can do it. And if someone's not doing it, well, that's called neglect. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And it ain't always fun. It ain't always fun. But I'm going to tell you something. The reward of being a parent, and a damn good one, is worth it. It is worth it. When you see your children and they're healthy, that's a reward. When you see your children, they're happy, that's a reward. But then again, I don't just think about myself. I think about other people, right? I don't need me time. I don't give a damn about me time. And good parents don't. Good parents don't give a damn about me time. What good parents care about is their children. Good parents put their children before their self. Good parents would say, God, take me out of this world and not my child. That's a good parent. Good parents love their children. They love their children. With everything they have, they love their children. And they thank God every day for their children. That's a good parent. They don't let it go outside at 2 years old unattended and fall in a damn river and drowned. Just saying. I might be harsh, but I'm truthful. Sorry about that, you guys, but man, I'm going to tell you something. Somebody, I don't know which uncle it was, but they turned the freaking heat up in my house. And I'm like, oh, hell to the no. They trying to freaking make PG sweat. I'll handle that later. be sorry, PJ. We understand. I just tell it like it is, you guys. We love these children. We love all these children in this world. Every child in this world is our future. They are our future. They are your future doctors, nurses. They are your future, bus drivers, teachers, lawyers. They are your future. Every child is your future. And I'm going to tell you, whether you believe it or not, your destination counts on all of these children in this world. Now, if little Dane, little Dane might have been the doctor that was going to save one of your grandchildren in the future. But now he's gone. So that affects your grandchild's future, right? He may have been the lifeguard that was going to save him. He might have been the doctor, the surgeon. He might have been, he may have been the lawyer. He might have been the lawyer that, to keep him out of jail because they were falsely accused of something. We don't know what Dane was going to be, and we don't know how many people's lives he was going to touch that won't be touched now because he's not here. He's not here. And every time these children get destroyed like this, it's going to make a ripple in the future. We got to stop it. We got to somehow make this stop. I mean, if that station wagon drove by, seen a little child outside unattended, that station wagon should have stopped and called 911. It should have waited for police to come and went and knocked on little Dane's door and asked the parents, why is your 2-year-old child out here unattended? If you see a 2-year-old child outside of a home unattended, you need to call law enforcement and then Child Protective Services. If you see a child under the age of 8 or 9 years old outside unattended, you need to call law enforcement. A 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old should not be outside unattended. No child should be outside unattended under the age of 10 years old, in my opinion. If that child is under the age of 10 years old, it should not be outside. Maybe, I don't even think a 10-year-old should be outside. I mean, you might be able to stranger danger a 10-year-old, but you're not going to stranger danger any child under the age of 10. Children under the age of 10 do not know stranger danger. They should not be outside unattended. Just saying. That's my reasoning. That's my reasoning. I'm just saying. I'm going to tell you something. My daughter is a teenager, and if she is not being accompanied by her brothers or her uncles or myself or my sister, she's not to go out. She is not to be outside at any time by herself. At any time. That's just how it is. In this world today, you do not let your child outside. I don't even, my boys don't even go out without, I always tell them, stay in a group. Stay in a group. Do not be walking by yourself. It's not safe. It's not safe for girls or boys anymore. It's not safe for either one. This has become a really evil world. It used to be it was just unsafe for little girls, but it has become just as unsafe for little boys as it is for little girls. This is a sick world that we live in now. If you want to keep your kids, you better keep a damn eye on them. You got some really sick human beings. But anyway, I'm gonna get off that subject because I've had my say. I've had my say on that one. And I think this little boy's death was useless. It was useless. And I won't sugarcoat it. I refuse to sugarcoat it. Someone should have been watching him. And does it anger us? Does it anger us that we just lost a 2-year-old little boy because it wasn't being watched? Yes, it does. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why? Because we give a damn. Because we do care. That's why. That's why we're here. We're all here because we do give a damn. We really love and care about these children. If we didn't, well, we're just wasting our time, ain't we? But I know we do. I know we do. I know I do. And I know most everyone in this chat does. Because everyone in this chat has been here from day one, practically, on this channel. Has been here from day one. And I know you care, because you wouldn't be here. You would not be here all this time if you didn't care. You folks have a heart. You all have something that's very rare in this world, and it's called a heart. A lot of people don't have one, not even a black one. They're very rare to find. You guys are, when they say diamonds in a rough, they're talking about you. They're talking about you. And the sad thing is you guys get more hurt over these children's cases than the people neglecting and abusing and causing the unlivings of these babies. You guys care more. And that's sad. That's sad. You know, it makes me understand that if any of you would have had this child, if any of you would have had Summer, if any of you would have had these children, they'd still be here. They'd still be here. Why? Because you care. Because you would have done what it took to make sure that they were taken care of on this earth. Andy B. So, you're saying you haven't been back to Dawn's house since June 15th. The real Andy B. Once maybe in November of 2022. Well, I started thinking about this comment that I had, and I appreciate that, Molly. I appreciate very much. I see Molly in here, and I appreciate Molly. I give Molly the shit. Molly gives me the shit. I'm going to tell you, me and Molly just give each other the shit, right? But I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it, Molly, that you asked this question. I was pondering on it. I came by it as I was going through everything, content and so forth, tonight, yesterday, to this evening, and I pondered on this, and I like something, you know, when you look at something, it just bothering you. And I was thinking to myself, you know, when did Don go to jail? And Don got out of jail. He got out of jail October the 30th, October 31st of 2022, Don got out of jail. So I was thinking to myself, oh boy, that's what's bothering me, because I know for a fact that Andy Bernard was at Don's house the night before Don went to jail. I know for a fact he was, because I was talking with Donald. And I know Andy was there. I heard him. Don, turned the phone on him. I know he was there. And he was trying to deny it. But he wasn't only there the night before Don went to jail, but he went to Don's house right after Don got out of jail as well. So what was Andy so concerned about? What was he so afraid of or concerned about that he had to be at Don's house the night before he went to jail and then show up right after Don got out of jail? Because Don got out October 31st. Andy showed up November 2022, probably within that week of Don coming out of jail. So that's a big red flag. That is a big red flag, you guys, where Summer's case is concerned. And I'm glad Molly got asked that. I'm glad that she got that comment, because that shows that he wasn't only there before, but he was there after. Good job, Molly. Good job. Amen to that. So Andy is invested. He's invested somehow to be there before and after. He's invested some way in this case. Just saying. He also said, I think she's in Morrison Cemetery. I'm not scared to say it. He's saying Summer's in Morrison Cemetery. She may be. She may be. Because I'm pretty sure that funeral, I kept thinking about it. And I was pretty sure that funeral wasn't for like a week or two after Summer went missing. I was pretty sure they had a funeral, but it seemed like it was like a week or two after Summer had come up missing. Somebody had a funeral down there. It wasn't the day Summer came up missing or within that week. It was like a couple of weeks afterwards. There was some type of funeral. I usually don't forget nothing. And I'm pretty sure that's what's sticking with me, is it wasn't immediately after she came up missing. It was within a few weeks. It was within a few weeks after. And here's my thing. I believe Summer was moved. I believe law enforcement believes she was moved a few times as well. Moved around also. This is the road that Candace, this is the area, the road, this map is the road and the area of over by, it's over by Crawford Cemetery, the Crawfords. This is where Candace and supposedly Andy Bernard's dad and this David guy were all seen coming to and fro from. Now Andy, wants to get upset, but Fred said that he had talked to Andy's dad on June 15th, 2021 at the end of Ben Hill Road on Beach Creek. And he said that he had talked to Andy's dad, and Andy's dad was definitely in a red truck down there parked at the end. Is what Fred told me. You know, he said he didn't just see him, he actually talked to him. And he thought it was weird that Andy's dad showed up because Andy's dad hadn't been up there on Ben Hill for years, like a lot of years. Not visit or anything, just not even come up there. Now, as you see right here, this is the map of around Crawford Cemetery. This is actually the way Candace Wells would have been coming. She'd have been coming past this on her way from Kingsport on June 15th, 2021. She would have actually came past this area. Well, I decided to add up when the video, because the video was taken like the video of that Candace had taken of Summer on the Milk Jugs would have been taken about 10 minutes. And she's really driving slow, about 14 minutes from the house. This area right here is about 4 minutes. So basically this would have been right, they'd have been coming down through here right about the time they had just taken that video. They had just taken the video. They would have been coming down through here. And did Candace put Summer out in that area? Would her and Grandis had stopped? Could her and Donald have been going back to make sure? Because they were seen coming in and out of that area about 2 weeks after Summer went missing. It was about exactly 2 weeks after Summer came up missing. They were seen coming, and that was right about the time law enforcement left off the property, because law enforcement was up there every single day. Matter of fact, they had a police car parked there night and day for about the first week and a half, almost 2 weeks. There was law enforcement up there all the time. But around the time they were seen coming out of this wooded area, that's when law enforcement had kind of backed off and kind of slowed down with being up there all the time. And they would have felt a little more confident to go and take a look-see to make sure no one stumbled upon what they left out there. And that's what I'm thinking. As I always kind of thought that Candace, ditched Summer somewhere between that video and the house. That's what I often thought. Like I said, she'd have been coming out of Kingsport. She would have been right here in this area. As you can see, this is like wilderness. This is absolutely like wilderness around here. She could have very much went back in there and under some thick brush or maybe even took a tote. I don't know. They could have had her in a tote, and they could have put the tote back in there, covered it with brush, and left it until, things calmed down, that they could get back there and get it. That may have been why Grandis ran off. It could have been why Grandis hauled it and ran off. It's because Grandis was afraid that, that they might get caught, that Candace and Donald might get watched, and they might get caught going back to retrieve to retrieve what they left out there. And that could have been why she, got out of that vicinity, and hauled her ass as fast as she did. I don't know. I don't know. That is plausible. That's very plausible. Um, that is also real close to where Cotton. I mean, where Cotton lives. That's very close to the Laurel Run Park. All these things are here in this area. All of these things are here in this, this stretch of area that she would have been coming through. Um, I'm I'm actually trying to get a hold of someone right now who is a witness, who is a witness to all of this. It's a lady. I'm trying to, get a hold of this woman, and I'm um, trying to bonify that this particular incident did indeed happen. Um, so I will bring that to you. I will bring that to you. Whatever I find out, I would definitely share with all of you. I will share whatever I find out with you. I have heard and learned some other things that I also need to fact check. I'm not going to bring that up tonight because I have not fact checked it yet, and it's very telling. It's very horrible. It's very horrible, and I don't want to say nothing till I do fact check it, to be true or not true. Um, but whatever I find out, I will still bring it to you. I will still bring it to you, and and let you know the truth upon it. I'll tell you what it is, and I will share it diligently as I do everything. I believe that all of you have as much right to know everything that I know. I don't keep you guys in the dark about anything that I find out. I don't hide nothing. I don't, you know, um, keep anything back from you guys. Um, unless it's something I have to turn over and I'm asked not to, then I have to keep it shut up. But if it's not something, I have to report and I'm asked not to talk about, then you guys know everything I know, is what I'm saying. But there is some things, that I'm working on behind the scenes. I'm letting you know now. One of them is, to make sure make sure that this was, that this was absolutely true about Candace coming out of the woods. Um, I want to, I want to, like I said, I want to bonify it. I want to make sure that it's, on the money. It's straight up. And I will let you know. I will let you guys know as soon as I know. Um, what was photoshopped? What was photoshopped? Shits and giggle. What was photoshopped? You can't Photoshop a human. Um, you can't Photoshop a human that you're talking one on one with to find out if something's true. What is photoshopped? I'm waiting. Are you talking about the picture that? Are you talking about? Are you the one that shared that picture of Summer down beside a road or something, down in a creek? Are you the one that sent me some picture that had Summer down? Yeah, that picture was photoshopped. That definitely was photoshopped. I know the picture you're talking about. It still pisses me off. I just gave you a steel-toed boot in the ass. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know how you got your ass back in here. I really don't know how you got your ass back in here. But you the fuck out now. You're out now. What the hell? I remember that picture. I sure the hell do. By a drain pipe, yes. Sure was. You got that right. You just got booted again, shits and giggles. You try to play two mother freaking accounts in here together. You came on, you got two accounts under shits and giggle in case one got a boot. Your ass was going to still try to be in here under. Bitch, you ain't smarter than me. I just got you. I got you simultaneously. Both of your fucking accounts. You got two freaking boots in the ass. Get the hell out of here. Don't come back. You freaking just went into PG hell. You went into PG hell and you will not get out. I definitely remember that. I remember that. And it still pisses me off. It still pisses me off. I'm going to tell you, I don't know what's wrong with people. I do not know what's wrong with people. Absolutely don't. But I can tell you this. That beautiful little girl right there on the screen, right there, that beautiful baby. I'm going to tell you, she should have still been here. She should have still been here. I know she's in the arms of an angel, and I know she's safe, right? Don and Candace has let us know that. Don and Candace has let us know that Summer is in the arms of an angel. They've let us know in every way there is that the baby's no longer with us, right? They've let us know every way there is. We'll see her in the resurrection. We'll see her in the resurrection. Oh, nobody's ever going to find Summer, says Dom Wells. Well, you know, I gotta get my boys back. They're still here. They're still alive. Summer, she'll always be with me. Right? Benny. Oh, Benny, let me sing you a song. I'm gonna love you forever, Benny. Oh shit, I think I'm running out of my Kool-Aid that I just love so much. My R&R. Fucking Donnie likes to drink it all. He don't want to save none for me, and he knows that I need it. right? Yeah. You won't ever be lonely, my Benny. You won't ever be lonely as long as you got me. And my pissy pillow. Oh yeah, I love your pissy pillow, said Benny. I seen her pillow and I hugged it and I kissed it and I just loved it and I just take it home. Oh, I wanted that pissy pillow, but Candace wouldn't let me have it. She had to, that bitch, she just had to piss on it some more. Yeah, Benny, but you still won't ever be lonely when you got candy. Right? I'm going to tell you, I could never listen to that song again. After Candace sung that damn song, I could never listen to it again. I mean, it just didn't ever sound the same, right? It didn't sound the same. She tells somebody, oh, they said, supposedly, allegedly, this person pulls up on them. Candace coming out of the woods, Don sitting in the car. They said, hey, what's going on here? You need help? No, Candace had to go take a piss. Candace don't go take pisses, right? They're freaking 5 minutes from their house. They're 5 minutes from their bathroom. Candace don't get out and go take pisses. She puts a pillow under her butt and lets loose, right? She puts a pillow under her backside and she lets loose. Yeah. Kind of like Weird fucking Al, right? Like Weird Al laying over there in the bed, hair sticking up, eyes bloodshot, freaking hole in the mattress, crapping in a bucket, because I ain't never seen him get out of bed, right? Trust me, we've been here for 4 damn years. And that particular old Weird Al used to come over here for like the first 3. And every time she opened the camera, I'm telling you, same fucking look. Same thing, right? People don't change. Candace is pissing on a pillow with Allison. She's pissing on a pillow with Dawn. She ain't going to run into no woods, right? She ain't running into no woods. That's bullshit. She's running into the woods, then, and my question is why did this person not contact law enforcement? Why did they not immediately call 911 and say, hey, I just seen fucking, Weird Harold and his sidekick out here parked on a road running into the woods? Why didn't they tell it? I don't know. That's a question I want to ask. And I'll be glad to let you guys know the answer when I find out, right? I'll let you know the answer. Absolutely. Yeah. Right? Absolutely. Yeah, she saves money. She saves money on that water bill, heating bill, electric bill, all the bills, right? So she can get some more R&R in her and sing another song so everybody out here can't ever listen to it again. She's about to freaking ruin, the fucking Music Hall of Fame, right? She's about to ruin it for all of us. I mean, wow. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, she sure did. I'm gonna tell you, they was doing some weird stuff. They was doing some weird stuff. I'm gonna tell you right now. I pissed Don off, and he tried to open a live at that hotel. Remember, he tried to open a live because I pissed him off, and he's like telling Candace, shh, shh. And then he turns the camera on her, and she's over there she's like levitating in mid fucking air, like there's nothing under her ass, nothing under her feet. She just like standing there like she's getting ready to go into a ninja move, right? Like, rah. Yeah, right in the middle of the fucking floor. It was all crazy looking and shit. I'm like, whoa, what the hell's these people doing? What they doing? Yeah, that's some weird shit right there. That's like feet don't fail me now, right? And get the fuck out of here. I mean, I heard that all the rats and roaches vacated that place once they moved in. That's weird. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Right? I agree, Renee. That would be funny shit. She go in there, shebang, shebang, right? Like that one guy. Remember that? The one guy went on and sung shebang, shebang. That was some funny stuff right there. That was some real funny stuff. She be on there singing like some of them funny songs. A jingle a bells, a jingle a bells, a jingle all the way. That was another funny one too. It cracked me up. Yeah, but I feel so sorry for these kids. I feel so sorry for all of these children who are being neglected, abused, unalived. It's sad. It's sad. We're losing a lot of our future. We're losing a lot of our future in this world. And that should just not be tolerated. It should not be tolerated at all. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Take a look at it. Right there. Old weird Don. Right? Old weird ass Don. This guy must love jail, right? He loves it. Look at him. He's a lifetime criminal, right? Look at this. A lifetime criminal. I mean, they might as well just took a picture of him straight out of mommy's womb, right? Lifetime criminal. Yeah. Because that's how it seems. It seems like this guy was a criminal straight out of his mother's womb. That dude didn't come out. He walked out, right? He walked out. Hardcore. One crime after the other. And the sad thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what that tells me? He's not even fucking a smart criminal. He's not even smart. It's like he's got busted every damn time. Every time he did something, he got caught. Right? I think if somebody goes to jail this many times, they should just, put a fucking name tag on it on the cell door and leave him there. I mean, I can't believe that they let you go there this many times and not keep your ass. Right? Boy, it would have been a lot better for the whole world if they did, but they didn't. And that's what this little girl had to live with. That's what this little girl had to live with. This freaking hardcore criminal right here. Criminal minded. Piece of crap. That I don't even know what happened in that last picture. I don't even know what the fuck happened in this last picture because, I don't even fucking know. This is like some weird shit. I mean, old boy right there. I mean, he's trying to get the hairdo of Trump. He's trying to get the hairdo of Trump, and it ain't working for him, right? That freaking Trump hairdo is not working for his ass. I don't know. I think he should change it up. Go back to his ponytail. That just looked bad. I can't stand to look at it. I'm like, oh my goodness, put some fucking rabbit ears on him. Put some rabbit ears on him and give him a carrot, right? Take a look at it for real. Put some rabbit ears on that last picture right there and give him a carrot. I mean, whoa. What's up, Doc? That's just, I don't even know. I don't even know, you guys. But poor Summer had to live with it. She had to live with it, and those poor boys had to live with it, and God knows it probably wasn't easy to live with at all. These children so abused, so neglected. And in my opinion, poor Summer, she had to pay the price. She had to pay the price for the rest of them to get free of that evilness surrounding them. And that wasn't right. That wasn't right at all. Absolutely not right at all. This has become a very evil world, you guys. So many children getting destroyed, and so little justice getting paid to the evil beings doing it. We got to change. We got to change how this system works, because these children deserve justice. They deserve to be found, brought home, and they deserve justice to be served upon the evil beings doing these evil things to them. That's just the way it is. But I wanted to come in. I wanted to let you guys know the area where Candace and Donald was seen over there by Crawford Cemetery. And I also want to let you guys know that Don Wells has been seen multiple times recently over in that area as well. He has been seen over there quite a bit in 2023, 2024, and 2025, which has just started. He has been seen back in that area. Makes you wonder. It makes you wonder why, what's in that area? What's in that area that keeps taking them back to it? What is in that area that keeps taking them back to it? Something is taking them back. Just saying. But we ain't going to give up. We ain't going to give up. We're going to keep digging until we figure out where Summer's at. We're going to keep going on. We're going to keep it going. I think we know what happened to her. We know what happened the first part of the day. We know what happened up to that video was taken. It's after the video was taken we need to figure out. And we're going to figure that out. We're going to figure it out one way or another. We are going to figure it out. Trust and believe that. And we're going to do all we can to get everything checked out. We're going to get everything checked out. And we're going to figure out where Summer is. I'm going to tell you, Don Wells, he can boast. He can boast all he wants to. And he can feel that, wherever Summer is in his deep, dark corners of his evil mind, he can think that wherever she is, she won't be found. But I got news for Don Wells. Don Wells, we serve a powerful God that can uncover all things. And I think he's going to uncover this. So you just get ready. You just get ready. Before I leave out of here, you guys, I want you all to pray for little Summer. I don't ever leave without asking for prayers for this little girl, Summer Moon Utah Wells. Please keep the prayers going up for her. We do serve a mighty God, and through his son Jesus Christ, he hears our prayers. So keep those prayers going up for this baby, because God is listening. He does hear, and I know he answers, and he's going to answer. So let us keep those prayers going up in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. And keep them going up for the rest of these little children as well. God be with us. God be with us. Good night, everybody. God bless. Good night.